We are here once again at the trade deadline, and I am torn about perhaps getting a rental or letting things play out as they are. Now, there's a couple options here where we could kind of grab one. One option, meant to go to edit lines here, just to kind of show you what I'm thinking. One option here is to grab someone either for the third line. Uncle Skoden could get bumped down with power play time and, him still getting decent production so far, being listed as a fourth liner. He should do fine down there. Or we get like someone for this second line, either a center or something. Either Squires moves over or he moves down. And we can get a center, maybe like a center who can score, like, I don't know, hard to say. But we kind of still need a goal scorer on this line. And, I mean, Squires is that, yes. But he's also kind of low. And, again, this is perhaps our last year of Kane. And maybe Hannafin. I could probably keep Hannafin around for a little bit. He's good, decent chemistry-wise, should still be good. He's pinch and balanced, and so that would be okay for when we make a switch as well. Pinch cycle for Provorov. Pinch shoot, but pinch cycle. A lot of these guys that we have are pinch cycle. And I don't know if Frolov's really going to be ready for that top four time on his own. Right? So, might want to keep Hannafin around for another year or two. Or, I don't know. But, essentially here, I'll see. If there's no, I'm not going to force a trade through. I'm going to see what's available. And if there's really nothing great, then I won't exactly... Oh my goodness, Zagreus. Not exactly a rental. So likely won't be going for that. OEL, but that's not what we're after, right? Really no one here in Boston who's a rental. It's going to have to likely be on the block too, that's the thing. So if nothing really exists like that, then we're kind of SOL. No one really there. Yeah, not a whole lot of good stuff here. Athanasiou is decent. But the value's close. I don't know how exact it is though. If I knew what I'm getting, I'd have a lot better of an idea, but he's producing terribly. And yeah. Not a whole lot here. Oof. Philip Forsberg, Ellis. Forsberg, winger. That doesn't really help us, though. Yeah, not really. Oh, man. I don't know. If there's really not something available, then, as I said, I'm not going to push something across. Bauer's 1 year left, not extended, but he could be lower, right? I know he is kind of a scorer in the middle, but... yeah, he's not really the rental type guy. Like, he's on the younger side. I would probably get, like, a veteran type dude. Or someone on the older side of things, right? But it's just not quite there. I was maybe hoping Crosby would be available. He is. I mean, he's there. How is Pittsburgh doing? They're borderline. 87. Year left. I mean, this would be the time to grab Crosby. If we were ever to grab Crosby, and he kind of produces hybrid. So, incredible face-offs as well. Says he won't fit into our scheme, which is kind of interesting. Really? I mean, it said that before, and then it's still okay. But that's interesting. I've had it say that before, but then it was actually kind of decent for the scheme, so I'll take that with a grain of salt. That's kind of interesting, though. Also, you don't know when the last time you was scouted. Ooh, man. Where is... Yeah, Stamkos way down there. I was thinking maybe him as well, but no thanks. Tavares... But this is not his last... It is his last year. I mean, there is Tavares on the block as well. Who is not doing too well where he is. Again, it says he doesn't fit into the scheme. I think that's bullcrap. There's no way that they fit nowhere. They're probably not great for anywhere, but that's fine. That kind of is what we have now. Tavares wouldn't be bad. Then in that way, we would move down Squires. It depends. If we get like Crosby, we'll probably keep Squires up. But if we get Tavares, Squires would kind of go down. He's not having a good year, but it looks like Toronto might be having an off year in general. Or where is he playing? Says he's second line, second power play. Yeah, not too great for Tavares. They even got this Bracco guy and Matthews. So they're trying to get rid of... Yeah, they're having a bad year. So that I can see that making sense. I can see this making sense. Thing is, we don't know how valued he is. We're going to have to work him up slowly, but that's all right. You know what? This could be something I would go for. This won't put us over cap. We don't even have to make him retain or ask him to retain, I guess. We're not giving you Jared Myers. Nilsson, nope, we're not giving any of them away. They want Has, but as I said, we're pretty much holding on to him because the value is way, way inflated. Suhonen I wouldn't mind giving up, but it's not enough value, right? Unila I could probably throw in there. Center playmaker, we don't really need him. Yeah, you know what? I'll throw him in there. Prospect guy that they want. Anyone else? I can throw in a few of these guys. Pitkanen can go in. I'll kind of give him a myriad of prospects here. Those two. Campoli could be thrown in there, but he could also maybe still become something like a top 6, so I'll hold on to him. Those two guys I don't have to move yet. Let's do that for now. Let's see what they say to that. It's not going to go through unless Tavares' value is way, way lower than it is. Alright, I didn't think so. So we're going to have to keep working up slowly. They'll probably want our pick. They don't want our pick, interestingly, but they do want seconds. We have Calgary second. Our own second. Probably throwing our own second, if anything. Okay. Not quite. We don't have any... We do have a starter. I could throw in a starter prospect for him. And I will. It's getting closer, and I'm working it up slowly just because he might have less value than it's being, reported, right? So that's kind of the idea behind that. Quite far off. Okay. So I like Kindle in there. I can give up that. I can give up Unila. Those two, obviously. Those are kind of toss-ins. We need one major piece. It might have to be a first. I'm not going to give up Bennington for obvious reasons. It might have to be a pick. Again, I wouldn't mind giving up this year's first. Especially with the kind of team we have. So let's say we throw up this year's first. This is for pretty much just a rental. But that's okay because we have such a good record. Even if we get eliminated in the first round, we're kind of only coughing up a late 20 because of how good we're having of a regular season. So I would maybe be okay with this. Quite far off still. Okay. Well, what is the ticket then? We don't really have any excess pieces here to give up. Holding on to. Suhonen you could kind of maybe give up. But the thing I like about him, is he two-way? No, he's a playmaker. Ooh. Maybe I could throw him in there. He's looking pretty good. 82 at 20. Do we need any more winger playmakers? Not really. We have Uncle Skoden. And we have... a Savoie. So we don't really need them. If for some reason Uncle Skoden doesn't pan out, you may want to hold on to him. It's 22 at 83, right? So you might want to hold on to him just in case. He is a lefty. He would work on that left wing side. So maybe a hold on to him just in case, but at, you know, some point we're going to have to give up. Gonna have to give up something to get something, right? There's a sniper. I can give up Recce maybe, but that's, you know, the reason you look for Suhonen is block and extra value. Yeah, when it comes to all skaters, we can't really cough anything up here. It would have to be Suhonen. We'd have to say, we believe in Uncle Skoden. And I do. I think he's going to get to that second line, but you kind of want the insurance policy. That's the only thing I'm thinking of is that insurance policy. But we could probably make it work with Uncle Skoden. So this would be kind of big to chuck this guy in there. He's a pretty solid guy. He'll become a pretty good player for him. Like, no doubt. He's going to become a solid player for them. Let's throw him in there. That might do it. Yep. So there we go. We got it. It is a rental. We gave up, you know, kind of a bit for a rental. Suhonen was kind of the piece, one of the most major pieces right there. Oh, obviously the first two, but as I said, that first shouldn't be a ton. So now what we can do here, I gotta throw someone in there who can go, maybe Cousins. Yeah, I'll just throw Cousins in there for now. That'll be fine. He can sub in there. That'll work. Oh yeah, that's right. That tanks chemistry, unfortunately. Alright, so what I'm thinking of doing now is we scratch Roy. Uncle Skoden goes down. Unfortunately, that... Hold on. Is there a way to make that chemistry still okay on that third line? Maybe not. That's alright. If it doesn't, then it's not the end of the world. Sub him in there, still a +1. Special teams. Obviously, we're going to want to get him on the power play somewhere. I'm going to move Uncle Skoden back to the point. Squire's over. Vaborny's going to sit off the power play, but as I recall, he hasn't been the greatest in production. It's been okay. But obviously, Tavares is much better. That's Stone, so ignore that. Yeah, Tavares will go in there. Penalty kill. Roy, oh yeah, so I did take out a penalty killer. Bit unfortunate. I could go with Tuck. No more pluses. But it is what it is. What if I switched him to Vaborny? Doesn't really do much. I do want, maybe I don't want to do that for Vaborny extra ice time. Sure. Our penalty kill hasn't been great this year anyway, so it's not like we lost a ton. Yeah, only unfortunate thing is we did lose chemistry here. I don't know if there's much I could do to... do to improve that. Not really. I guess we'll have to deal with it. Again, it's not the end of the world. Vaborny on his natural side. Maybe if I switch Squires to wing. I'll try that, because chemistry will be important. I'll try to switch Squires to wing real quick. Let me see what Tavares... Yeah, okay, so that makes sense why I said he doesn't really fit into any lines, because he doesn't stand out on any lines. But it still works. We still have the chemistry that we had because of the player type combination, and it should still be good. Okay. I'm going to try switching Squires to right wing here and see if that does anything. Which he might be as, you know, a right wing in the future and perhaps a left wing. But maybe a right wing. Depends on what Uncle Skoden gets up there. That's kind of the plan, you know. Tiny Montoya, Uncle Skoden, Squires as a second line. That's kind of my vision of the future. Oops, Squires. Let's try him. It might not do anything, but I'm gonna try it anyway. If it improves it, like just gives me a +1, then perfect. If not, we'll live with it, you know. So let's see if Cam Squires here. Being a right wing helps us out in any way. I don't know that it will. The player type combo isn't amazing. I'd have to like switch Glass to playmaker, which nah. It does. Perfect. It gives us back that +1. So in that case, the switch of positions really helped. So there we go. Perfect. And I'll leave it like that. If I switch it like that, yeah, see? Perfect. Okay, so I'm liking it. We have John Tavares here. I've never got this guy as a rental or at all. I don't think. At least not in this year, so I'm excited about that. Tuck, Tavares, Savoie on this second line here. I like it because Tuck can do hybrid. JT can be more of the goal scorer, and obviously Savoie is the playmaker extraordinaire. And then we could capitalize on that. Now I'm going to take a look at some extensions here and see if snagging Hannafin for extra years makes sense. Reigning Noob, okay, it says we'll have 50 mil next year. So we should be fine. You know what? An extra year, yes. This year we don't have, okay, so it does. So Savoie and Myers are going to have their entry levels after this next year. So if we do extend Hannafin, 1 year makes the most sense. But we could do 2 years. 1 year does make the most sense. If we did 2 years, well, Barry's also going to be off. After that, Uncle Skoden, Squires. Yeah, you know what? 1 year makes the most sense. We will have Tiny Montoya, yes, but we'll probably have to take, if we keep around Hannafin, it'll have to be on a year-by-year basis, most likely. 2 years doesn't change, though. So I am tempted. But the thing is, we don't know what those other guys are going to ask for, right? So, and also Frolov, you know, he might actually be ready. We don't want to keep around Hannafin for too long, but I think an extra year will be kind of good for us. Money-wise, we could probably do 2 years and be fine, because we're not going to get back Kane. We're definitely not getting back Tavares. I think I am going to do 2 years. We should be just fine. It's a bit risky here, but it really isn't. It's only 8.85, which is really not that much. 8.85 for an extension for a couple years. I'm gonna offer him that, because here's what I'm thinking. Reigning Noobs kicks in next year, and we're seeing we're gonna have 50 mil available. That's gonna be a lot. So getting him signed for that will be fine. Yes, we'll have to sign Savoie, Myers, Tuck, Skoden, Squires. But we have so much cash that I think we'll be just fine. Even if all those guys make 10 mil, which they won't, we'll still be around that area. Haz needs an extension right now. Let's see what he's after. Maybe we can get him to kind of a steal of a deal. And if he pans out, then amazing. If he doesn't, well, look at this deal. It's actually still kind of good for a top 6. So yeah, it's 2.2 for 8 years, essentially, for Haz. That's pretty good. 7 years is even better. I mean, 8 years, 2.2. Even if he is only a top 6, it's very, very solid. Those aren't huge drops. Sure. Let's do it. Go and discuss it. Do it. Stevenson, Coughlin. Let's see. I like Stevenson. Perfect. That's a really solid deal for him. How low can we get that? Wow. That's... Really? Can I actually get him for this? For 2 years? That would be incredible. Yeah, he might decline, but I don't think he will. If he does, that's fine. Coughlin, no, doesn't need an extension. Zikov, unfortunately, doesn't. Yeah, and Binnington still doesn't want to come back. Anyway, so we're going to do this. I'm not going to get back Kane because we're going to have Savoie take that spot over. And hopefully Uncle Skoden taking over. This is kind of the year to go all in, right? We have it's a very brief window, but that's why I wanted to go for rental, because we had, you know, Kane and Hannafin. We are extending Hannafin now, which will help us out defensively. And if we get the right kind of growth, we should still be fine on the offensive side of things. But we got to keep the puck out in the net, especially next year if we're not going to have Binnington. Maybe even have to hand it to Benoit. Or we might have to get another kind of fringe goalie. We'll see what happens. We might be able to keep Binnington around. We have tons of money next year. We can give him like a 1-year deal. I mean, I could look to do that right now. But I also kind of want to... we're not going to be able to see what Benoit jumps to. We're going to have to kind of guess. I'm thinking we'll still need another goalie above him. And he'll just have to get a bit more ice time. I don't think he's going to jump up crazily. So let me try to extend Binnington for a year and just kind of... We can afford 8 mil because we have tons of money next year. Let me do that. Let me try to extend Binnington for a year at 8 mil. Okay, so a lot of stuff happening right now. A lot of moving pieces. But I think we're in good shape for the future here. Trade alert. Columbus got Milano. Edmonton gets another first. Didn't they pick up a couple firsts already? Edmonton is loading up. All right, Hannafin accepted the extension. That was quick. Up we go to the deadline on the day. Binnington accepted his extension, 1 year, 8 mil. Stevenson accepted, has accepted, and I think that was it. We lost that game. But I think that was it, right? I don't think anyone else has to accept anything. There we go. 5-0 win there. And it's a great way to stay in shape. Let's continue. Well, up to the end of the season. Move on to the playoffs. There we go. Mark Stone is back. Just in time to get our full team ready. Boom. I think he's already got a couple goals since being here. Yep. 3 games played for Vegas. 6 goals, 4 assists for 10 points. I'd say that's a good trade so far. JT coming in, tearing it up. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, yeah, it had to be a big win right there. Oh yeah, looking good. Defense is looking good. Goal scoring looking good. Everything's falling into place. This is gonna be one of the rare times where we uh-oh, shit. I'm sorry, Cam Squires. You still got power play time though, bud. 50-50. I'll move him up a bit if he all right, he's a team guy though. Cam Squires understands what we're doing. He understands. He's a younger guy. Oh, of course he jumped up to an 84 as the second whatever, who cares? At least he grew. He grew, baby. This would have been perfect if we were able to get Seabrook. Ugh, especially as a lefty. I could have moved him to the left wing. Seabrook, reigning noob, and Savoie, but obviously chips didn't line up for us. So just focus on what we want to focus on. I'm still gonna... Okay, he's already been scouted. Ooh, oh, he's being scouted too. I might want to check out one of these goalies, you know, as a backup plan in case Benoit doesn't work out. That's kind of the idea with some of these guys. Also, that high elite was the idea of scouting him. I'm looking for the possible medium elites here. There's a couple, but they're not being scouted too rapidly, are they? No, sir. They are not. Come on. I'm on a timer here. I gotta leave in like 50 minutes. 5-0. So I'm trying to hurry this up, but also trying to do my due diligence here. We're probably not going to get these guys, but I am looking for those medium elites here. We did give up a decent chunk of value, and we no longer have a first, so. Alright, that's fine. I don't care about the rest of them. I'm going too overboard. There we go. We got a couple low elites already. Let's pin them. And keep on scouting with the lows here. Where's that enforcer guy? He was ranked at around 69. I don't want to lose track of him. I want to grab him no matter what. Because it's funny. Oh, yeah, I already got him pinned. That's right. Oh, he's no longer ranked. He's a top 6 enforcer. How do we pass up on this guy? He's got a 3-year ETA, too. He's gonna be on this team. Daryl Champion. Oh, man, we got to snag him. Probably with our own second. God, that's so sick. Like, it's everything. The name, everything. Daryl Champion. This guy's gonna become a channel legend. I can feel it, guys. Hypes up for Daryl Champion immediately. And this would be good to see whoever... It'll be a good note to see who actually watches these parts when I'm scouting. And then maybe I'll just start cutting them all out. Or just dub over a story for him, so it'll be entertaining. Or just cut him out entirely, I don't know. I find this interesting, but I'm also weird and nerdy, so I don't know if you guys find this shit interesting. It's all a process, it's very analytical. I have a mind, that's kind of how my mind works. I look for trends, I spot trends. And I wish, man, with that in mind, I wish I would have gotten to, like, trading stocks much earlier in my life, but, yeah. I just didn't. Alright, here we go. Let's get a few more here. Some of the 2 ticks. There's a gem. That could be good for us. You never know. That guy, I'm not going to... Alright, well, I already clicked, so I guess I will bother. The rest, though, no. Alright, how about you guys? 2 ticks? Nope. French starter, 2 ticks, so... Well, Pablo Fiddler. We'll scout him and that'll do it. Alrighty. Come on, keep it up now, Vegas. Tough loss. We get shut out, but we answer right back with a 3-2 victory. You better beat Detroit. Those are some easy points. There you go. Mcdavid is out. You know who goes in? Peary. That's right, we have no right wingers. In you go. Oh, a 1-0 win against Vancouver. The defense, oh, okay. Brandon Peary needs elbow surgery. He's been injured with elbow surgery. I love that saying. He went under the went under the heat and they injured him. Terrible doctors. What's wrong with our doctors? Alright, scoring has slacked off a bit. Maple Leafs fired their coach. Yeah, our scoring has definitely slacked off here towards the end. Come on now. There we go. That's better. Beat Edmonton. Beat Dallas. We had a 50-win season. Beat Minnesota. Taking on LA in the first round. Alright. And that was a pretty damn good season we just had. Can't complain about it at all. Let's see how the points lined up. Let's see how our scoring lined up. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I feel like we need to be. 3.51 goals for per game, 2.51 goals against. A full 1-goal differential. That is key. That's what you want to be a good franchise. Power play, 23.6%. Penalty kill, 77.6%. Did that slightly improve? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? No one cares. I'm going to have a bad PK for a while. 26, 12, and 3 on home ice. 27, 10, and 4 on the road. Pretty consistent. 8 and 2 in the last 10. Let's see how we stacked up to the big teams. Did we lead in? No, we didn't lead in goals for. I see Florida. We're second in goals for. Pretty good. Goals against. Second in goals against. We really improved. Power play. 7th in power play. So still in the top 10, but there's some good power play teams. Penalty kill. I will check this time. Oh, man. We are going to be... How far down are we? Yeah, we're bottom feeders. Not even middle of the pack. Legit bottom feeders. Bottom feeding penalty kill. That's not exactly good, but gonna have to deal with it, I guess. That's the weakness. Maybe we can outscore our mistakes. Reigning noob, 44 goals, 44 assists, 88 points. Patrick Kane, point per game, 39 goals, 43 assists. Mark Stone, 72 points. More of an assist guy, that's all right. Plus 40. Tavares, 34 goals, 33 assists, 67 points. But here, 23 points in 20 games played and a plus 14. He did phenomenally for us here in Vegas. Yeah, it's exactly what I wanted out of him. To score some goals, put up some points, and be a positive influence on that line. He did just that. And didn't take a whole hell of a lot of penalties. Brilliant. What else can you ask for out of that trade? And you know what? He was actually a bit better than I thought he would be. I thought he'd be like high 80s, but nope, he was right there. Cam Squires ended with 62 points and 30 goals, so we still got the production, and he's up to an 85 now. So it's everything still worked out. Sava a bit lower, 62 points, bit on the lower side of things, but that's okay. He still improved upon his point total. His plus minus was better. And, you know, he should grow a bit. 20 goal season, 54 points. Not bad considering he's split time. Hannafin Myers almost hit 50 points. Let me just stick with forwards, though, for now. Uncle Scoden, 42 points, considering splitting time between third and fourth line. And then with some power play time, I'd say that's a fantastic point total. Good rookie year there for Uncle Scoden. Coming in as a, you know, second-round pick. I'd say that's fantastic. Faborny, 40 points with some power play time, off and on. But still good production from him. Considering Glass is probably as good as it's going to get. You hope for 30 out of him. He didn't quite get it, but plus player. Fourth line on the other is kind of in bad shape. And Montoya, yeah, we played him below his role. Again, he's still on a really good pace. So it's not the end of the world that we played him here for a year. He's going to have to be third line next year, which means Claude Glass is going to have to move over or move down. Either way, we got to get him growing. And Roy is back to being a depth guy. Sorry, bud. Defensively, yeah, Hannafin, Myers, 50 and 49 points. Provorov even had 38. So we didn't have anyone stand out, but we had a few guys putting up a decent chunk of points, but the thing you want to see most is that plus minus, which was really, really good. Did Has grow more? Nope. Interesting. And Binnington, those numbers, though. That might be good enough to be up there. I mean, look at those numbers. Those are pretty good. And you know what? Benoit had 20 games played. Good. These are great numbers for a backup. Hell yeah. 0.911, 2.4. And he got us an additional 30 points in 20 games played. Absolute beauty for performance. And up to 82 overall as well. So looks like he grew throughout the year. He's on his way. He might be like an 84 next year, and that's kind of good for us. That's why we got Binnington for 1 extra year. He actually might get stat growth, but if he drops a little bit, he and Benoit should split time even more. It's a transition. You know, we're transitioning towards Benoit, but you don't want to break him into that starting role too early, that's for sure. That's how you ruin a goaltender. You don't want to ruin their confidence. So good job with our rookies here. Uncle Scoden, 42-point rookie year. That's pretty damn good. You can't really take anything away from that. And yeah, I got really no complaints about how everyone did that year. And then there's Connor McDavid with a 129-point year. Draisaitl 117 points. They basically carried the Oilers kicking and screaming. And then Pettersson 106, Barkov 105, Turcotte 104. So we got to face Turcotte in the first round. There's Sexton up there. All right, forward-wise, goals. Sexton, and then Kucherov, then McKinnon. So you know what? That's pretty good. No real... This is a CPU-generated guy, so I feel good. I'm feeling pretty good so far about the balance I made of our created guys lowering their shooting. But yeah, Sexton taking home that hardware. Assist leader, point with 81 assists. McDavid, though, 50-point guy. I mean, that's just insane. Plus minus leaders. McDavid, then reigning noob up there. Look at that. Look at reigning noob. Complete package. And it's definitely going to be McDavid as the deadliest sniper. I don't think anyone's coming close to that. The most clutch, Beignet. 1 out of 4 goals was a game winner. Maybe he sure could beat that, but maths is hard, so good job, Beignet. Power play goal leader, McDavid with 20. Oh my god, 42 points on the power play. That's so sick. And he also had a shorty. Wow, Pettersson with the most shorthanded goals. How about the most shorthanded points? Tavares tied with Pettersson and others. Okay, William Karlsson. How's he been doing, by the way? Over there in the Yotes. Only a 45-point year. Guess it's a good thing we got rid of him. Let's see. Oh, he's definitely declined too. Let's see. Oh, man. Yeah, he had that partial year where we... Oh, no. When did we trade him? At the draft or something? Yeah, good time to trade him. Very good time to trade him. Alrighty, let's check out the defensive stuff. Alright, Sexton looking good. Kotkaniemi! Whoa there! Kotkaniemi! Perhaps becoming a very, very dominant threat on the center side of things. Not a whole lot of points, but you can't really argue with the face. Oh, wait. You didn't take that many face. What the hell? Are you even a center? Get out of here. Lundell got a chance, but Aho's got to be... Oh, man. Not all of these guys don't have good... Alright, Larkin. Holy shit, Larkin. Okay, Larkin, front runner, Selke. But his team was pretty bad, which is unfortunate for him. He's going to have low plus minus, but he's my front runner for Selke right now. Pettersson's got to be up there. Bombs as well. Wow, Detroit has some good two-way centers of the future. All right, defenseman. Oh, no. Oh, man. Goalies. Vasilevsky, Samsonov, so Rip Binnington. You did so good, but apparently not good enough. Holy hell. Why did I sort by save percentage and then it put Saros below the guys? What? I'm not too sure what's going on with that. Is it a glitch? Why is it putting him below them when he has a better save percent? Oh, I see. Wait. Oh, it's splitting it. I have to... Oh, wait. Why isn't it combining the numbers? Maybe those can't be the combined numbers. Oh, man. Yeah, that's 63 games played, as he has, but those numbers, that's not his... Okay. It's not doing the math. It's giving him those numbers. It didn't do the math between those. Why not? I'd have to... That's so weird. Why isn't it doing the math? I don't know, but it's going to be Vasilevsky, Samsonov, maybe Saros. I can't... Again, I'm not too sure of the math, but it won't be that high because... He'll get averaged around here because most of his numbers were not great. I mean, not as good. Those are still good, but when you average them together, he's going to be around Binnington in this area. So I think the tie goes to Vasilevsky, Samsonov. Yeah, I think you got to do it that way. Allowed, and it's just so close. Yes, Vasilevsky has a higher goals against average than Samsonov, but... When one extra game played, Samsonov did allow 5 extra goals, so I think we can forgive that. Vasilevsky faced is quite a few less, but it's so close. And Vasilevsky, I think you got to tie it no matter what. The save percentage is really what I look at. That's more of a team stat. I do take it into account, but that save percentage, they're dead even. You can't really take it away from them. So Vasilevsky, Samsonov for sure. All right, on to rookies we go. That's so weird about that. Oh, man! We're just... Now I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it from moving Uncle Scoden off the third line. Could have missed out on the Calder. Hey, you never know. Maybe the plus minus. Maybe they'll give it to you for the plus minus and the more goals. Less ice time too. Come on now, game. No, man. Sorry, though, Uncle Scoden had a chance for the Calder. Such a weak year though. How am I? How do we know? But it might be a Stutzel there getting that. All right, this is the time for a rookie goaltender to win it, if there was ever a time. Bednar did okay. I'd even give it to Churin. Well, sure, he only played 37 games, but he's 21, 10, 2 with 2 shutouts, and look at those numbers. I'd give it to him over those guys scoring 40 points. Hell yeah. I mean, he's 21. Like, that's not super old or anything. The 2 other rookie skaters are what? Stutzel's 23. Uncle Scoden's 22. Yeah, goalie for Calder. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the year where that's the goalie winning the Calder 100%. The game won't give it to him because the game's stupid. But yeah, that 100%, I think Jacob Churin should win that Calder. Look at that. Like, that's a big enough, that's almost half the season. And look at those numbers. They're comparable and above the Vezina winners. Yes, it's a smaller sample size. But yeah, that's a Calder win for Churin, whatever. For sure. All right, hits. 200 for Barkov. A couple guys near that, but not enough. Where's Ovi at? How many goals did he get? 55. Good. So he's still working his way up. What's he looking at for career? Can I check his career totals here? There should be. Oh my God! Yeah, he's beating it, right? Isn't it 896 the record? I think. Or 894? Yeah, I think Ovi's cracked the Gretzky record. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 894 or 896. All right, and fights. We did hits. Let's check fights. Tyler Tessier, as he wanted to be switched to a often fighter. There you go. 10 fights, breaking in the NHL. Tyler Bertuzzi with 5. Moran. Biaka Boudica. Has with a couple fights in there. Alrighty. And there we are. On to the playoffs we go. Taking on LA here in the first round. Hopefully we can get past the first round. We at least want to do that, right? Which well, I say we should be able to do. This is a divisional opponent. We should have him scouted. Where am I going? L for LA. L for the L we're going to hand them. Tuparainen, Turcotte, Mantha, Kempe, Wong, Smith. So after their first line, they pretty much fall off. They don't have tons of depth. Defensively, other than Doughty, again, not a whole lot of depth. Goaltender-wise, they got Jari and Comrie, so nothing great there. They don't even have tons of depth. They're holding on kind of by a thread. We should be able to beat these guys. That being said, though, their first line is very good. But we got Mark Stone on our first line. Defensive forward extraordinaire. So I like our chances. We have the home ice advantage as well. You compare them to us. I mean, our first line, I'd say, is comparable to theirs. Right? Our second line, definitely better than theirs. We got JT on the second line. And then our third, yeah, we just have way more depth than they do. I think we could score from more places. Our defensive core is stacked. And we got Binnington. So, I really like our chances here. I do. I love our chances. We'll see what happens in the sim, but all signs point to us seemingly being able to beat this team, but the sim, anything can happen. We got to do it here. Game 1 against LA. Home ice, T-Mobile Arena. 6-0 victory. That's what we want to see. Scoring goals, shutting them down. Game 2. Keep it up. Keep it going. Ooh, an overtime loss. That's a tough one. You got to come in with the dub there. They get the split on our ice. We head into Staples Center with the split. We got to win this first game. Guarantee ourselves a split. Let's go, Vegas. Concussion. That's a real concussion. That sucks for the young guy there. All right, let's throw in... Oh, wait. No, that's right. Dude's got surgery. He's injured with surgery. I have a scratch. Get out of here. Yeah, I guess we'll throw in Rhett Gardner. It's not amazing, but it'll have to do. Oh, there he is. That's right. Come on. Oh, we lose again. 4-3. Come on now, Vegas. These are too close, so we got to win this game. Come on. Game 4. Holy hell. How many times are we going to lose 4-3? We're down 3-1 against this team. That's bullcrap. This is bullcrap, man. Are you serious right now? How are we losing? We lost 3 one-goal games in a row. 14 penalty minutes. Really? 4 points for you. We're getting so much good depth scoring. 2 goals there, 4 points. Moving Squires up onto that line. Tuck back here. Get him to stop taking so many friggin' penalties. And go with that. Plus. Minus is here. Let's spread some of the love. Get Haz up there. Barry down here. Try to spread things out. Get some better chemistry defensively. Down 3-1. Are you serious right now? That should not have happened. I could have maybe made a change. I did not think we were going to lose another freaking game. Like, there's... Ugh. Could have maybe made this change earlier, but it is what it is. Game 5, home ice. Let's go, Vegas. We're the better team. Another injury to our AHL. They're not having a great time either, and we're kind of out of... You know... Oh, goodness gracious. I just wish I didn't have to throw him in. Throw so many of them in. I don't care about my AHL, really. Not when we're in the midst of a series that we're getting beat when we shouldn't be being beat. And you know after, if we lose, I'm going to spend 10 minutes pissing and moaning about why we shouldn't have lost. Prepare yourselves for that, because we shouldn't. We really shouldn't lose in this situation. Game 5. 5-2 victory. There we go. Game 6. We got to force the Game 7 here on the road. Game 6. What the hell? Fucking hell, Chicago Wolves. Stop it. I literally don't have anyone else to throw in here. I got to go with friggin' stupid defenseman. I don't care about your chemistries. Get out. Game 6. We win 4-2. We have forced a Game 7. That's what we wanted. There we go. We did it. Keeping the lines as they are. Going into the sim here. Let's go. Come on now, Vegas. Oh, Spence. First shot, first goal. Akil Thomas. Second shot, second goal. Apparently Bennington can't stop a thing. What a start for Vegas here in Game 7 on home ice. We are not the Sharks. Stop doing this in T-Mobile Arena. Thank you. Let's go. Tuck makes it 2-1, bringing us back here. We are 1-goal game now. Jaron Myers ties it up from the point. There we go. That's how you respond to an early deficit. Tying the game up, outshooting them 16-7. Dominate the rest of that period after Bennington hopefully settled in. Second period, here we go. Come on, Vegas. Keep pouring it on. More goals. There it is, Vaborny. 3 unanswered here, and Vegas has taken the lead. Power play for LA, though. Cody Glass with a shorty, but Velarde gets one back. I believe not on the power play. No, it was on the power play. Was that not a shorty? Another power play for LA. They can't capitalize. 4-3. It's very close. They get caught back up in shots. We get out of the period with the lead. 4-3. This is our game to lose, so let's not lose it. Let's get an insurance market here. First line, I'd love to see a step up. Let's go. Come on now. Oh, power play. Let's go. Power play's got to capitalize. Can't do it. 15-minute mark. Come on, guys. Get some shots. Another power play. Pour it on. We haven't gotten a single shot. There we go. Finally, a long power play. We can't score on it. That could come back to bite us. 5-minute mark, and Mantha ties the game. We didn't capitalize on our chances here late in the third. Going to overtime in Game 7. That was our game. That was our game to lose. Damn it. All right, overtime. Come on, LA. Or, no, Vegas. Fuck it. I hate cheering for either of them. Come on. Yes. Wait. Yes. Tuck, baby. Responding to being bumped down a line. Wins it for us in overtime. We advance to the second round. Oh, that was close. 2 big goals for Tuck. Couple of points for Glass and Vaborny. Third line. Killed it. Absolutely killed it. Good job. I'll take it. And we move on to the second round. 3 unanswered wins after they had 3 unanswered wins. Second round, we come Vancouver. Waiting for us in the second round, who ended their series in 6. Let's check out some stats here. Patrick Kane still killing it. Good for us. That's what we need. And let's see how our stuff was. 4.14 goals for, 2.86 goals against. That's not bad. You like to improve that. Power play was pretty god-awful. And penalty kill was what we kind of thought it would be. So now our special teams in general is just sucking. That's not great for us. Not too good of a sign there. Kane with 11 points, Stone with 10, Noob with 9, Myers with 8. Jesus. On the point. That's impressive. Glass with 6, Squires with 5, -1, Tuck with 5, Vorney with 4, Savoie only with 4, Uncle Scoden with 4. It's pretty good though. Tavares needs to step it up here. Defensively, Jaron Myers, Provorov, I mean, this is pretty damn good. Barry and Hannafin are minuses, but they're on separate lines, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Goalie-wise, Binnington could have done better. I'm not going to lie, could have done better, but we're sticking with him. Obviously sticking with him. Let's just see. Now we should have the team fully scouted at this point. I just want to see why that team gave us so much grief. And I know I just want to be vindicated here, as I have been so many times about how terrible the sim is in this game. Lol. Just straight up lol. That team gave us a bunch of grief. That team gave us all that grief. With that goalie. Yep. Anyway, we're on to... Oops, I should have just stuck there. On to the second round against Vancouver, who is definitely going to be a bigger threat. Patterson. Oh, man. LeBanc, they have Patterson, Bailey, Best. Okay, that's probably all... Yeah, this is all kind of weird. We don't really know what they have. We don't know the general players that they have, but not exactly where they're going to go. Their defensive core is definitely going to be better. They also have Thatcher Demko, who has done incredible so far for them. They got Pucol's in, and also March. Oh, God, Marchessault. He's going to be in that lineup somewhere. So we'll have to see how they're actually shaped up, but they're looking pretty good. Luckily, we have home ice advantage here, so second line's going to have to step up. Tavares and company going to have to get going here. Game 1, home ice, T-Mobile Arena. Let's go, Vegas. Come on now. 6-4 loss. He didn't keep the puck out of the net. We scored, but we didn't keep the puck out of the net. Game 2, home ice. Come on. Oh, geez. We're not having trouble scoring, but we're having trouble defensively. You got to make a change after that. I got to move him. Maybe get Barry back up there. Who knows? That is just not good. Not good. 7 points. Tavares has only got 4, so he's got 1 point in those 2 games. Jesus. Haas is now on even. Let's make that switch again. Try to load up the top 4 instead of spreading the love. Down 2-0 here. Going in on the road into Vancouver. That's not exactly what you want. Game 3. Got to shut them down here. We're scoring. We just got to shut them down a bit. Ortmeyer goes back in. Thanks. Game 3. Oh. May 4th. That sucks. That sucks. That really sucks. I can maintain +1s like that, but is Noob and Stone going to be enough to get the job done? I don't... I'm worried about putting Tuck on the top line because he's taking so many penalties. He's got 24 penalty minutes. What are you doing? I'm worried about putting him on the top line for that reason. I guess I'll try Zeke. This is just not good. Oh, man. That's the worst time for Patrick Kane to go down with an injury. We won the game, Where was he coming back? Oh, man, it's kind of a while. Let's see. If we win this next game. Game 4. Oh, we lost 2-1. We couldn't score in that one. We're down 3-1 here. What can I do? Again, defense did good in that one, but that time we couldn't score. That's rough. 1 point in one game. He didn't do bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep him like that. Again, I don't want Tuck taking 10,000 penalties. I don't know why he's taking that so many, but he is. All right, game 5. We lose 6-4. Once again, we get the scoring. We can't shut them down. So we simply couldn't get enough defense there, and I think that's got to be on Binnington in my eyes. You can't tell me that our defensive core is bad. Yeah, Binnington let us down. Benoit hopped in. He was fine. You know, he's fine-ish, but it's... Binnington really let us down there. Maybe should have made the switch and tried him out, but I was... What happened was that 2-1 game, we needed the dub right there. We really need to win that game. If we only allow 2 goals, we need to come away with the victory. Why was that the one anomaly when we couldn't score? Every other game we scored at least 4 goals, and this one that would at least kept us alive. We could have, you know, lost that game, right? Oh man, there's 2 games in a row where Binnington did good, and I was like, all right, and damn. So we lose in round 2 in 5 to the Vancouver Canucks. I wanted to at least get to round 3 with some of the moves we made in the, you know, getting Tavares and stuff like that, but just wasn't meant to be. I don't think he did that good for us in the playoffs, so that's a bit of a letdown. Typical Leaf choking in the playoffs. Let's see how our numbers were overall. Yeah, I mean, we scored fine, but that's the issue. Our goals against was terrible. Another issue is power play was terrible. Penalty kill was also, as is consistent to what it's been all year, but power play completely disappeared. We can't have that happen. That simply cannot happen. And 44 times shorthanded in 12 games played, you're averaging 4 minor penalties a game, pretty much. That you can't do that. You simply can't do that. Tuck was taking so many penalties. I don't know why. He was just taking so many penalties. Kane, no complaints. I'm so sorry he got injured, man. It was literally the worst thing that could have happened to us was Kane going down with injury, and he did. And that's our last year with Kane. We're transitioning on. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Noob did fine, 15 points. Stone did fine. Jaron Myers did okay. Squires did pretty good, but yeah, it kind of disappeared after that. What Hazmatic Chaos got more points than more points than John Tavares. Really? Big letdown from JT. Big letdown from JT in the second line. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Only 1 minus, and that's Hannafin, which is weird. And yeah. So maybe hindsight, you give Benoit a shot there. But again, we came off 2 games where we only allowed 2 goals. So it's hard to switch out. Yeah, it's hard to switch out Binnington in that situation. But we didn't, and we ended up paying for it. But there's a lot of things that led to that. I think Kane being out didn't help us. Tavares not producing obviously didn't help us. Unfortunate to lose there in round 2 after we give up, you know, a first and some pretty decent prospects there. You could make the argument you shouldn't have made that sort of move. You should have just let things play out. But at the same time, I kind of wanted to see what we could have done with Kane, you know, on his last year. And unfortunately, we get eliminated round 2 in 5 and squeak by the first round. So still a lot of work here to do. Definitely going to look for a new head coach next year. I can keep some of the other ones, but I definitely want a new head coach with a way better system for all of our younger guys. Oh, and definitely with as much pinch and cycle as we can get on the point for our dudes. Damn. A little bummed about that, but it is what it is. So, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought about the trade that I made and what happened there in the playoffs for us. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one.